The Darwin fox moves quietly through the dim forests of southern Chile, a small shadow among the ancient trees, a creature so rare and so elusive that for more than a century, many believed it might vanish entirely. Its story begins long before its name was ever spoken, long before Charles Darwin stepped onto the island where this fox first revealed itself to science. The forests that cradle it are older than memory, dense, temperate rainforests filled with ferns, mosses, and towering alerce trees that can live for thousands of years. In these forests, the air is cool and heavy with moisture, and the ground is soft beneath layers of fallen leaves. It is here, in this quiet world, that the Darwin fox has survived against extraordinary odds. The fox itself is small, compact, with dark fur that blends into the shadows of the understory. Its coat is a mix of charcoal, brown, and black, a natural camouflage that helps it slip between tree trunks and fallen logs without being seen. Its legs are short, its tail thick, and its eyes hold a deep, alert intelligence. Unlike many foxes, it does not roam open fields or wide grasslands. Instead, it stays close to the forest floor, moving slowly, listening, watching. It is a creature shaped by the forest, and the forest is shaped by it in return. The first written record of this fox comes from 1834, when Charles Darwin visited Chile Island during the voyage of the HMS Beagle. Darwin described a small, dark fox that showed no fear of humans, a fox that approached him with curiosity rather than caution. This behavior would later become one of the most striking contrasts between the island population and the mainland population. The fox Darwin saw was bold, almost tame, a reflection of an island life where predators were few and human contact was rare. Darwin collected a specimen, and the species was eventually named Lycalopex fulvipes, the Darwin's fox, in honor of the naturalist who first documented it. For more than a century, scientists believed the fox existed only on Chile Island, a single isolated population living in the dense coastal forests. It was not until 1990 that researchers discovered a second population on the mainland, in the remote forests of Lycalopex National Park. This discovery changed everything. It revealed that the species was not confined to one island, but it also showed how fragile its existence truly was. The two populations were separated by more than 600 kilometers of unsuitable habitat, and they were genetically distinct. The mainland foxes were more cautious, more wary, shaped by a landscape where threats were greater, and human presence more common. The Darwin fox is one of the rarest canids in the world. Estimates suggest that fewer than 1,000 individuals remain, and some studies place the number far lower. The Chile population is small and fragmented, living in patches of forest surrounded by farmland and human settlements. The mainland population is even more vulnerable, restricted to a single protected area. Habitat loss is one of the greatest threats. The temperate rainforests of southern Chile are among the most endangered ecosystems on Earth, reduced by logging, agriculture, and development. As the forests shrink, the fox loses the shelter. It depends on the dense cover that hides it from predators and provides food. The diet of the Darwin fox is varied and surprisingly flexible. It feeds on fruits, insects, small mammals, amphibians, and carrion. Seasonal berries play a significant role, especially in summer and autumn. This makes the fox an important seed disperser, helping to maintain the health and diversity of the forest. In this way, the fox is not only a resident of the ecosystem, but a caretaker of it. Its movements carry seeds across the forest floor, allowing new plants to grow in places they might never reach otherwise. The fox is mostly solitary, though pairs may share territory during the breeding season. They communicate through scent marking, soft vocalizations, and body language. Their territories are small compared to other fox species, a reflection of the dense habitat and the availability of food. The breeding season begins in late austral winter, and pups are born in early spring. Litters are small, usually 2 or 3 pups, and the young remain with their parents for several months. The survival of each pup is critical. Because the population is so small that every individual matters, one of the most significant threats to the Darwin fox is disease, particularly canine distemper and rabies. These diseases are carried by domestic dogs, which often roam freely in rural areas. A single outbreak can devastate a local fox population. Conservationists have worked to vaccinate dogs near fox habitats and to educate communities about the importance of responsible pet ownership. But the challenge remains, especially on Chile Island, where human settlements are expanding and contact between dogs and wildlife is increasing. Another threat is road mortality. As roads cut deeper into forested areas, foxes are drawn to the edges, where food is more abundant, but danger is greater. Vehicles pose a constant risk, especially at night when the foxes are most active. Conservation groups have pushed for wildlife crossings and reduced speed zones, but progress is slow. Despite these challenges, the Darwin fox has shown remarkable resilience. It has survived centuries of change, from the arrival of humans to the transformation of its habitat. It has adapted to new threats, new landscapes, new pressures, but its future remains uncertain. The species is classified as critically endangered, and without continued conservation efforts, it could disappear within our lifetime. The forests where the Darwin fox lives, are among the most beautiful and biodiverse in South America. They are home to Pudu, the world's smallest deer, and to the Manito del Monte, a tiny marsupial considered a living fossil. They shelter ancient trees, some older than recorded history, and countless species of birds, insects, and plants found nowhere else on Earth. The fox is part of this ancient tapestry, woven into the fabric of the forest. To lose the fox would be to lose a piece of that tapestry, a thread that cannot be replaced. The story of the Darwin fox is also a story of scientific discovery. For decades, researchers believed the species was confined to a single island. The discovery of the mainland population in 1990 was a reminder of how much remains unknown. Even in the modern world, it showed that hidden pockets of biodiversity can survive in unexpected places, waiting to be found. It also highlighted the importance of field research, of walking the forest floor, listening, observing, and paying attention to the quiet signs of life. Genetic studies have revealed that the Darwin fox is one of the most distinct members of the South American foxes. Its lineage diverged thousands of years ago, shaped by isolation and the unique conditions of its habitat. The island population likely became separated from the mainland during the last glacial period, when rising sea levels cut off Chile from the continent. Over time, the two populations developed subtle differences in behavior and genetics, differences that continue to fascinate scientists today. The fox's relationship with humans is complex. On Chile Island, local communities have long known of its presence, and in some areas, the fox is part of local folklore. It is sometimes seen as a shy forest spirit, a quiet guardian of the woods. In other places, it has been viewed with suspicion, blamed for livestock losses, even though its diet rarely includes domestic animals. Conservationists have worked to build trust with local communities, emphasizing the ecological importance of the fox and the need to protect its habitat. In recent years, camera traps have become one of the most valuable tools for studying the Darwin fox. These silent observers capture images of foxes moving through the forest at night, revealing behaviors that were once impossible to document. The footage shows foxes pausing to sniff the air, grooming themselves beneath fallen logs, carrying fruit in their mouths, and teaching their young to navigate the forest. Each image is a reminder of how much remains to be learned and how fragile these moments are. The conservation of the Darwin fox depends on protecting the forests it calls home. Efforts are underway to expand protected areas, restore degraded habitats, and create corridors that connect isolated populations. Researchers are studying the genetic diversity of the species, exploring ways to to strengthen the population and reduce the risk of inbreeding. Community education programs are helping to reduce conflict between humans and foxes and to promote coexistence. The future of the Darwin fox is uncertain, but not hopeless. It is a species that has survived ice ages, isolation, and centuries of change. It has endured because it is adaptable, resilient, and deeply connected to the forest. With continued effort, it may yet survive the challenges of the modern world. As night settles over the forests of Chile and Nahuelbuta, the Darwin fox emerges from its den, moving softly through the undergrowth. The air is cool, the forest alive, with the quiet sounds of insects and distant birds. The fox pauses, listening, its dark fur blending into the shadows. It moves with purpose, with patience, with the quiet confidence of a creature that has known these forests for thousands of years. In the stillness of the night, the fox is a reminder of the ancient rhythms of the natural world, rhythms that continue even as the modern world presses in. It is a reminder of the delicate balance between species and habitat, between survival and loss. And it is a reminder of the importance of protecting the wild places that remain for the fox, for the forest, and for the generations yet to come. The Darwin fox is more than a rare species. It is a symbol of resilience, of mystery, of the quiet strength found in the world's remaining wild places. Its story is still being written in the rustle of leaves, in the soft tracks left on the forest floor, in the quiet moments captured by camera traps deep in the woods. And as long as the forests stand, as long as the fox continues to move through the shadows, there is hope.